Oh, we didn't check the Wi-Fi. Oh, let me take this one off too. I'm waiting on Instagram. It's still not up yet.
Instagram what?
It's still not up yet. Hang on, we're telling more followers to join. Hi Gaza, thank you for joining us. Hi Tyree. Will Win S, thank you guys for joining us. All our faithful that always join early, we really appreciate you guys. Seeing who else is here. Hola. Let me not practice my Spanish right now. But good to see you guys. Hi Ricardo on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. As usual, everybody's running. Actually, we're a little bit early, so we'll see how quickly everybody joins us here. Should be another good one tonight, guys. So I hope you got your notepads and pens ready to take some notes. Everton Ferguson, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Kamoy on Facebook. I have to try to monitor two here. Blaine, welcome. I'm here ready for another inspirational episode. Absolutely. We're glad you're here. Thank you, Blaine. Jennifer, hi. How are you? Hey, Ricardo. Yeah, we have a lot of early people here. I love this. Good night, everyone. Hi, Jason Haynes on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. This is good. Notice I keep going back and forth because I'm watching two phones here, guys. So kind of have to be a little bit talented here.
That thing is turned up.
How's the audio? I guess okay, because nobody has complained so far? Okay.
1 second.
Hey, Audley. Financial and technical support for us farmers to get all the help we can get. We are to get all the money and help too. To get all the money and help we can get. So you picked a good one to join us. All right. I'm trying to read this. Rahi Sims. I think I said that right. Welcome. Hey there. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys. So we're still waiting on our guest to join us too. So hopefully he'll come in here in a second. Great audio, Mr. Techie. Thank you. I'll tell Mr. Techie that the audio is great. Thank you. Rahim. Okay. Hi, Rahim. I always try to get my name straight, so thanks for telling me that. You guys been having a good night so far? I think so. Yeah. We are waiting on our guest of honor to join us, so he'll be here with us in a couple minutes. So again, thank you guys. I love the early birds, you know, this is awesome. Yes, it has been. Okay, very good. Is he there? We're just patiently waiting. I could start singing for you guys. You want me to start to do that? No, you don't want me to sing for you. But we're just gonna hang out for a second. Yes, that is a big laugh. You don't want me to sing for you. I could sing in a choir, but that's about it. Thank you, Jason. All right, checking on audio here. Everybody should be home. No, I guess it's another hour for curfew, so I guess everybody's gonna start joining late here in a little bit. Right. And we're just hanging out, waiting for a guest. I have to conduct a monologue until then. See who else joins us here. Patiently waiting. Hi, Ramon. Thank you for joining us. We are currently waiting on our guest, Orain. Hi. Thanks for joining us. How's my little friend? She came and took a picture with one of the kids. She was so cute. Tell her I said hi. I forgot what her name is. Sorry. Patrick, thank you for joining us. Any news for us? What particular news are you looking for, Will? Are you talking about our guest? We're still waiting for him to join here in a second. So if you just be patient with us, it will be good. Westside Farm, welcome. Awesome. Ray's trying to call him to see what's going on. Yay. Any fun goat stories? Anybody? No fun goat stories? I'm trying to think. We had anything interesting happen in the farm? Well, you guys saw our lights or evening. I thought it reminded me of a Mexican cantina when I saw it, but it's actually kind of cool. Hi, Garth. Thanks for joining us. So everybody's going to have to come out and see our goat lounge all lighted at night. It looks like a manger, actually. I went back there the other night. I'm like, wow, it looks like a manger. It's going to be perfect at Christmas time. Great topic. Thank you. So I think Ray's is talking to our guest. He'll be with us shortly here, guys. So again, thank you for your patience. I will tell you, I'm getting bit a lot because it's raining a lot and there are a whole lot more mosquitoes. So that's my big challenge these days. Thanks for empowering youth like myself to become a farmer and starting my own business at age 16. Wow, Raheem, way to go, age 16. I'm going to have to contact you offline so we can have a little chit chat because I'm very impressed with that. Very cool. I'm glad you can get some value out of what we're sharing with you guys. So we love the young farmers. We've got to start them young, right, guys? Hi, Dee. Thanks for joining us. We're waiting on our guests. So until then, I'm conducting a monologue. I think Ray does a better job at this than I do. But anyway, I'll do the best I can. Hi, Ricardo. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome. Yeah, so Raheem, send me your phone number. And DM us your phone number and we'll reach out to you, okay? Because we definitely want to hear your story. You guys come up with the greatest subjects, very useful, even for non-ruminant farmers. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, we're hoping it's for all farmers. So anybody at all, we like to give them information. So thank you very much. I'm glad you guys think this information is useful. We hope so, because we work hard at it. Oh, I think I see our guest. Hold on here, guys. There we go. Peter Whyte? Oh, Raheem, you're from St. Mary. Okay, so we're almost neighbors. That's awesome. Okay, there he is, Mr. Whyte. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm
Thank
fine.
you. Good. Thank you very much for joining us, and we do appreciate it because we know that it's your Sabbath. So I do appreciate you trying to squeeze it in right at the end of your Sabbath. So tell your family we appreciate it. We'll only keep you for a short while. So thanks again very
Okay,
much. Okay.
okay.
All
It's
right.
my pleasure.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, our guest is here. His name is Mr. Peter Whyte, and he is with National PC Bank. I want to make sure I say that correctly. And his role is Marketing and Promotions Manager at National PC Bank. So, we are going to get a wealth of information from Mr. Whyte and a lot of resources for you guys. So you guys, again, I know a couple of you already said you have your notebook and pen out. So definitely we want to get some information here. So again, thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Whyte, and welcome. And we want to start, if you can tell us a little bit about your background. We always like to know who we're working with. So tell us where you grew up, where you're from, where your granny's from. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to go that far. But anyway, tell us a little bit about you and
All
your
right.
background, where you're from.
Well, background. Well, I'm from Clarendon. I'm from Meepin, Clarendon.
Okay.
Right. So I actually went to the best high school in Jamaica.
Which is?
That's Glenmuir.
Okay.
Glenmuir. Well, I studied at in Kingston at the University of Technology where I did my degrees, and I worked in the microfinance industry for 7 years.
Okay.
And my key role in microfinance was to provide funding and technical support for persons in small businesses. Especially my portfolio extended to persons mainly in agriculture. So I have quite a bit of underground knowledge in agriculture, especially persons in small domestic type farming. Then I moved on to the PC Bank in 2013,
Okay.
where my first interaction with them was to set up their microfinance program that was there. They were going into microfinance for the first time. So, I was asked to come over to assist them. So we set up the program there. And the PC Bank is known as the Farmers Bank. So the products that we developed there were especially for persons who are in agriculture, most of the small farmers. Right. So I will set up the program and we work with them closely. So I have quite a bit of knowledge, underground knowledge, as it relates to agriculture and persons in small farming per se.
Okay.
So, I think I have quite a bit of experience that I can share with a lot of your viewers that can assist in terms of technical support and how we can. One of the challenges we know that persons in small farming have is funding. So I really hope tonight we can, bridge that gap and see how best we can get some persons knocking on our door Monday morning to get loans for their business.
Very good. That's what we want. So you keep mentioning microfunding. Can you explain what microfunding is?
Okay, what microfunding is, it is smaller than, it is the subsector that deals with businesses that are not, that are, what small businesses are what they're classified as business that would operate with funding between, say, roughly between 3 million up to $10 million. We look for micro, there would be businesses that are that capital base are much smaller than those. But when we talk about microfinance in application, you're talking about persons who operate those mom and pop shops, persons who do small farming, small farm like a quarter acre, 2-3 acres thereabout. Persons who need loan requirements, say anywhere between $100,000 to under $500,000. So that is the sector, which is a very active sector, which you'll find separate and apart from agriculture. You have a lot of trading businesses and pre-manufacturing businesses in that sector. So, the regular man you see on the road selling juice, that's a microfinance. That's somebody who operates in the micro enterprise. They can go to the market and sell their produce. Those are persons that are in that market segment.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you're really talking to our audience because most of us are smaller farmers. So it's good to know about this access to actually smaller loans. So we're starting off right here. This is amazing. And I have no idea why my dogs are barking. So hopefully you guys can listen to the dogs here. Okay. So how does your role work as a marketing and promotions manager?
I'm so sorry, you broke up a while ago.
Okay, how does your role work as a marketing and promotions manager?
Okay, well, marketing and promotions. Well, it is a double portfolio. Marketing has to do with the more or less looking at taking the temperature of the market to see what we can bring to our members, because the PC Bank is a member-based organization, to see what we can bring to their members as practically and as efficiently as possible. So the promotions part, the products. So we develop the products. The products are developed in context of what our members, to satisfy the needs of our members, and then we would bring those products to them as efficiently as we can. A part of the portfolio includes us doing a lot of research that is taking the temperature of what is happening in the market, especially with our members, to see if there are any new if there are new developments in the market that we can take advantage of and bring products that are market relevant to our members. And what we mean market relevant is that these are products that they would need to would satisfy their needs at this point. So it is constantly looking at the changes in the market to see how best we can develop products for our market segment. And I must add though, although we are talking about small farmers here, the PC Bank is traditionally known as the Farmers Bank, and we do operate within that market segment. So we not only cater for small farmers, we cater for large farmers also, because quite large part of our portfolio deals with agro-processing. So when you're looking at sectors such as contract poultry, and you're looking at sectors such as contract, well, we were big in sugarcane and other things like that. We have gone into the cassava production on a large scale. We have customers, we have members that we offer support to there. But separate and apart from that, we do offer products and services for the regular our core customers, which are the small farmers, which are our bread and butter, and they are the mainstay of the industry now, because the importance of them, I think, is not fully realized. So I'm glad for a forum like this where we can talk to them to let them know that we're out there, we want to champion your cause, we're rooting for you, and we'll do our best to see how we can, accommodate them as much as possible. Because we operate in the vein of a cooperative, where one member has no member has any privilege over the other. So our core business, our core customers, these small farmers, we are time to time like to engage them. We're a community bank, so we are in the nooks and crannies of Jamaica. So you wouldn't find us in Kingston. You would find us in mostly the rural areas where we can, where most of our customers, we know them by first name. We can go down the road and Mr. Jones, and his daughter, because you gave him a loan for his daughter to go to university, and stuff like that. So we are really a community-based organization. So we engage the customers at their level. So our one tell one philosophy, where we take the word directly to the customer, that is what. So you'll see an ad for us on TV, but we're not one of those flashy companies that spend our marketing budget and pretty ads all over the place. We prefer engage our members on a one-on-one basis where we know they appreciate them, more like that.
Okay. So it's more like a grassroots kind of thing. So are you guys more like a
yes,
credit
that's what
union?
Yes, we're a credit union.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Jennifer, I learned that from you. Okay, so I have a friend on here that she works at credit union in Antigua, and she taught me all about credit union, so that's why I know that you're
okay. Good.
Okay, very good. You'd be proud of me. All right, so
okay.
Describe some of the standard business offerings that you guys have at National PC Center. Just regular stuff, maybe like savings account, bank. Just tell us some of the normal
so we
stuff,
offer. We do the normal stuff. We do savings. Core products are savings, loans, and we have allied products that we offer. Some products to our customers that we find out that they're inherently beneficial to them. So we have insurance, and the insurance portfolio includes stuff like a family indemnity plan. That is where your insurance are provided for families in the case of bereavement. There is something there for beneficiaries. We offer livelihood protection, and this one is quite interesting. And fortunately, this one is being built out by the providers. Why we call it allied services is because we partner with other companies to provide it. Okay. But the livelihood protection is quite a unique product. I'm not doing advertising for our allied partners, but how it works is you're able to, we have found an innovative way to use it as crop insurance, because crop insurance is very expensive and not companies tend to shy away from them. But what the livelihood protection does now, it is called, it is parametric insurance. So what it does now, in the event of a particular weather occurrence, there is a payout that is made to members if their income streams are affected, right? And you see, it is where customers can apply for it. You don't have to claim as long as the trigger levels are achieved, and it covers incidents of wind, rain, flooding, anything related to that. So if there is anything that happens, if there's an occurrence that where you suffer something, well, you don't even have to suffer any damage. As long as it occurs, there are payments made there. And so what we have done, we have cross-sell that product to a lot of our farmers for them to have some protection if weather event occurs and their income is displaced.
All right. So you said crop farmers. So would you also do that for small?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be for crop farmers. It can be for anybody.
Okay. All
right.
We're looking for insurance for the farm, and like you said, nobody wants to touch it. Everybody's like, no.
Yeah, I know it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's very expensive. Crop insurance itself, I know it is very expensive.
Okay.
But this product that we have called livelihood protection, it offers small farmer, lower level farmers, because they cover up to it is sold in blocks of 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that for a small farmer, and we know that when you have an occurrence, like for example, a hurricane, and you suffer some damage, it is hard for you to quantify, what you have lost, because some of the time, you have displaced person's employment, you have, you have gone through trauma in terms of, hey, if you get all of this, set right up. I remember a couple of years ago, I went to a farmer who was affected by some freak storm in St. Mary, and it was banana blood, and they, when you saw the look on his face with his hands on his head and the tears running down where all his crops were blown down and he didn't know what to do. You understand? You had to feel it for him. So yeah. It's hard to quantify, but what will this do? This will give you a little cushion to say, all right, I can start back something, or I don't need to be worrying about this thing, what I need to do this week. There is some relief that comes somewhere along the line there. So that is with that product. But our bread and butter product is our loans.
Okay, one second. Stick a pin. To use Ray's expression, stick a pin. Okay, because the insurance that you're talking about, does it also cover predator larceny? And what do you mean, like a fire?
No, that's it. It's limited. No. It's only for weather-related occurrences.
Weather-related. Okay.
Yeah, but the hope is, we have been in discussion with our allied partner who provides that service, and they have been working on it to see if they could cover more perils than weather occurrences. And because we know that drought was an issue at one point, and it didn't cover drought, so they've been looking into that. And well, predator larceny, we know that is a big problem, but it is parametric insurance, so the scope of that insurance product wouldn't cover something like that. Okay. And it's just weather related.
So you're going
and we don't want to downplay predator larceny, because we are in this industry, we know it is a big thing. Okay. It is a big thing.
It's a huge challenge. So if you could overcome that hurdle, I think we'll all kiss your feet.
I really hope our allied partners can look into something like that where we can help our members.
So here's another question, since we're on the topic. What is the cost for insurance for a small farmer, and is there a payment plan, and is the insurance only for natural disasters? I think we already answered the last part. It's only
it's for natural disasters, and it is sold in blocks of 50,000. Okay. Right? So a policy. Well, the good thing about this policy, you can make this policy payment, and you can make weekly payments for your premiums. You can make quarterly, or you can make a one-time full payment on it, and it is very affordable. I wouldn't want to quote the rates now because the rates are being revised.
Okay.
right? But it's very, it is very, you're looking at where some a $50,000 policy before the calculation, before this new revision of the product, you're looking at under $2,000 per week for insurance like that.
Under 2,000.
So it was quite
Okay.
cheap. And then it's cheaper. It's cheaper if you buy it it's cheaper if you buy it, make a one-time payment. It's cheaper. So it was very affordable depending on the blocks you're buying. I'm sorry I don't have the revised rates I can issue to you now, but
Well, that's
they're
okay.
working on it.
We will schedule you to come back and give us all the rest of the information. Hey, we don't have a
Yeah,
problem
man,
with
no problem. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you were going to tell us about the loans. You said loans are the biggest things that you
Right.
have. Okay. Hi, James. See you on Facebook. Go ahead.
All right. So with our loans, and I want to be specific now because we want to talk about loans, and based on the audience, what is explained to me, we're looking at medium to small farmers.
Yeah.
So we have agricultural loans, which to qualify for these loans, well, first you'd have to be a farmer, and we encourage registration with RADA, right? When it is not a general prerequisite, it is more favorable if you're a registered farmer with RADA, because we know that the technical support, you will get the technical support, as well as we can lean on RADA for any information that we need to complete the assessment process. Right? So for those loans though, all those loans are collateralized. We lend them with there's some aspects of security that you might have to have. The good thing about it, we use lower level security as the loan. So you can use as anything like unimproved property, as well as motor vehicles for security for those loans. And if you have cash in your PC bank account, we could also do what process called a hypothecation. That is when we use your cash to secure the loan against.
Okay.
Right? Now, these loans are single digit interest rates.
Wow.
And depending on the crop and on the venture you want to take on, the interest rate. And what I must tell you though is we have a preferential rate for persons who are going to green agriculture. So if you want to look into to any type of agriculture that would utilize the application of like solar energy, there's special provisions made for persons who want to go into that type of business.
Were you in my meeting
But
this morning? Were you in
me?
my meeting on the farm this morning?
No, I wasn't. Unfortunately, I was in church.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe it was divine. It was divine. It was there.
Definitely divine.
Yes. So so that is one of the things we look at. That is for mostly our medium-sized type farmers. Now for our small farmers, and we know that persons who plant in a small plot of land, and some of the time they're what we would call them subsistent type of farming, where the excess is sold, and some of the time these persons would come to market directly. We have a product called our EasyBiz loan product. It's designed for anybody in small business, but the application for agriculture, we have found out it is so tremendous. A lot of our small farmers would gravitate to that product. With that product, it is partially secured by cash. You only need to have 20% of the amount you need to borrow in your savings account, and then we could unlend you the rest. And let me tell you though, this is one of the selling points of the product. It is a microfinance product, right? So therefore, it's a weekly paid structure. But our interest rate is one of the best in the market. Okay. It is less than 1% per week.
Wow.
Right, and it is partially secured. So the other 80% of the loan, if you have to find 20% up front, the other 80% is unsecured. You understand? So you're looking for loan amounts as small as $20,000 and as large as $450,000. You're able to borrow under that program.
Okay. And how do you structure the payment plan, the repayment on that? Does it have to be monthly?
The repayment plan it's a weekly repayment plan.
Okay.
So therefore, you see the applications for persons who are going to start up, this product doesn't fit it hand in glove. Although there's a moratorium, it doesn't fit persons who are starting up hand in glove, because you'd have to find some source to start making your payments after the moratorium is done, and some of the time your crops might not come in by that time. Their loan terms are anywhere between 10 weeks up to 40 weeks.
Okay.
But the payments, the weekly payment structure would more or less facilitate this revolving loan scheme that we have. So we want to ensure that the payments come in so other persons can get disbursements. You understand? So since we are lending from this joint pool of funds.
Okay.
So that's why that program is structured that way. And it is quite popular, and we have found that a lot of our small farmers have gravitated towards that product because it fits their need for instant cash injections, because they walk into your loans are processed within 24 to 48 hours, and the due diligence and the speed of you returning the documentation will depend on how quickly you can get this loan product. But it is so I've seen farmers use it for applications such as purchase fertilizer. They need fertilizer right away, so you can walk in for this loan, go out and buy the fertilizer and come back with it. They need some inputs, they need irrigation equipment, they need drip hoses, they come in, they use this, they buy. And we see where persons who are in agriculture, who are retailers now, use these funds to go and purchase goods wholesale from the farmers and come back to market and sell them. So it's it's a constant cash flow. So it depends on how you manage your business and manage your cash flow. This product is a very good product, a lower level product. The processing is really quick and easy. So that's why I call it Easy Biz. So it is something that we have found out that our small farmers are taking advantage of.
Okay. So I do have a question on Facebook. How does one access this farm loan? So how do we access that? We would have to become a member?
Well, the first thing, because we're a credit union, we're a member-based organization, the first thing is you have to become a member. And to become a member is quite easy. You just need the requisite ID. So you will be your ID, a government-issued ID, your TRN, and proof of address, which can come in a utility bill, anything like that, and your share contribution, which is because we're a credit union, you pay shares, so your share contribution, and our share contribution is a measly $3,500 to access all of the benefits that the PC Bank can offer you. So you just pay $3,500 ID, TRN.
Is that a one-time 3,500 then?
One time 3,500.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Come in, you open the account, and then you'll be eligible to access any one of the services that the PC Bank offers, including the loans.
And relatively quickly too. Is that what we're saying? It's not something that
Yeah, man, it's quickly.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not a process. It's generally a quick and smooth same-day process, in and out.
Wow. Okay. That happens in Jamaica? Same day in and out?
Yes, it does. It does. It does. To tell you the truth, the PC Bank, we're the best kept secret because we offer so many things here, but our modus operandi is community-based banking. So you might be in some remote area such as Guys Hill, or let me see something else, like some place in St. Mary, like Gale, or one of those places, and the PC Bank is a very popular entity there. But outside of here, with the bigger towns like in Montego Bay and Kingston, you wouldn't find a branch there because the core of our business is in the rural areas.
Okay. So
and we do love our rural people. We love them to death.
So how do we find out where you are? Well, where are your locations? Because many of us are pretty rural.
Yeah, we're rural, but we're also, although we're rural, we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. We have a website, okay. and we are in we have 30 branches island wide.
Okay. So
I know you would have that.
Well, I'm surprised. That's a lot of branches.
Yeah, man, I know you'd have that look. You're saying, wait a second, I've never seen you guys
You
anywhere
really are the
before.
best
But
kept
we're in
secret.
this.
So Miss
Yeah,
Andrea
we're
is
best kept
Miss
secret.
Andrea is in St. Elizabeth. How does she find a location in St. Elizabeth? Just go on
Okay,
there.
St. Elizabeth. In St. Elizabeth, there is one branch in. We have one branch in Newmarket. There's one branch in Santa Cruz
Mm-hmm.
and Newmarket, Santa Cruz. Wow, my geography is off. We're in.
That's okay. Just tell us
Well,
where to
there's
find your list, because the rest of
Newmarket, Santa Cruz. We have branches there in
okay.
St. Elizabeth. There.
All right. So if we go on
Hmm.
Facebook or Instagram or your website, we can find your locations.
Yeah, man, you can find our locations.
Because I have to figure out which one is close to Highgate. Somebody said
To
Baltimore.
Highgate, there's one in Highgate. There's a
There's one in
branch in
Highgate?
Highgate.
You sure?
Yeah, man, there's one in Highgate. It's
Oh,
close.
it's really hidden. Come in and
This one, the fire in Highgate was across from our building. The fire in Highgate a couple of weeks ago, it's across from our
yes.
building.
Okay. Well, now I know. I have a general idea where you are now. Then, now that you talk about the fire,
Yeah, man, that's where we are.
they had one of your.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I know. Now I know. Okay. Very good. I will be going up there to talk to somebody soon. All
Yeah,
right.
sure. And you are. I am the approach we have is we personalize our approach to selling to our customers. So, I can give I can give my number, and if anybody has any questions, any queries, anything, they can be free to call me. That is how we do business there. We like the personal touch because we know every case is different, and we have realized over the years that the importance of our farmers are lost is lost in translation when a lot of they standardize how a lot of organizations standardize how they deal with members. We don't deal with that. We personalize how we deal with them. So, a person can call me and I'll be willing to sit and talk with them to find out, what is their needs, if we can do something different from them, if we can offer them a product that would satisfy them. And this goes to part of our marketing intelligence where we are able to sit with our members, know exactly what they want and see how best we can meet their needs. So
Okay.
that is how we operate.
That is very good to know. That is very good to know that you do have a personal touch and you work with everybody, because no, everybody's not cut from the same cloth. So you need to have.
No, not everybody's cut from the same cloth,
It's good to
and
have
we know
that
that.
traditional.
And we know.
Okay. So you said
Mhm.
regular like savings accounts, checking accounts. You talk about
We don't do check. We don't do checking accounts. As a matter of fact, we haven't implemented our online banking or ATM services yet. We're working on that. It it is one of those things that was slowed because of COVID. So we're in the process of doing that, putting in our online system.
okay.
But we offer regular savings accounts, investments. One of our most popular savings products is our partner plan.
Mm.
So,
How does that work?
okay, so our partner plan is like the traditional Jamaican partner that everybody people refer to as partner, where you go in and you throw your hand and you get your draw. We have a savings product tailored from that concept. But what would happen now? You come in on a weekly or monthly or fortnightly basis, and even daily too, and you save, you throw your hand, and then at the end of the period, you get your payments in a lump sum and a bonus based on how well you pay your partner. And we found out a lot of our members use these savings for goal oriented a savings target. So if they have something they want to do in December, they might take out a partner plan for 40 weeks and starting in January, and they save every week, and at the end of the period they get a draw with a little bonus based on how well they pay their partners, and they use this as savings, you understand? So it is quite for our tag for our core customers. This is the savings discipline that they have demonstrated to us over the years with this product. So it is something that is quite popular in our
Okay.
portfolio.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Can
And you
start as
said you
small
were
as $500.
really okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Mm.
Okay. So you said you also have investment products too? What kind of investment products do you guys have?
All right. So the investment products we have the traditional fixed deposits arrangement,
Okay.
as well as one of our allied products that most of the credit unions sell is what they call the golden harvest savings plan. Which how that works now? That it dovetails as an insurance policy. So how it would work if you set a savings goal, like say you set $1 million for a savings goal over a year, and your payment works out to be your let's say for example your payments work out to be $20,000 per month for that saving. So the arrangement you're making with the PC bank is that all right, for over this period, over this year, I'm going to save $20,000 per month
Okay.
towards a savings goal of 20 times of $2 million. Let's say that for example, let's call that a number. If you start saving, and in the event if anything happens to you between your first payment and your last payment, any portion of that payment that is outstanding, you will get that as a part of a insurance arrangement. So let us say your saving goal is $1 million and you only paid 2 of your premiums and something happens to you, your beneficiary will get the total contracted amount. It would get the $1 million, although you had made 2 payments.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, man.
That's good to know.
So that is one of them. Another product that we have as a savings option now, which persons use it as savings, is one that we call it is similar, but it doesn't have the insurance portion of it. It's our stepping stone, which is still a savings based, investment based savings product, where you start with a minimum of $20,000 and you are paid according to the market rate. The interest rate in the market that you start out your investment on. And let me tell you though, you see, because interest rates are not as attractive on savings as they were a couple months ago, it is something that we realize the take up for it is not as it was before. So, persons are opting for more lucrative savings arrangements, which the Golden Harvest and our partner plan offers over a medium to long term savings option than the stepping stone.
Okay. So,
but for advising my farmers now, I would advise them to do something like the partner plan for any goal based objectives they might have, and the Golden Harvest, because that offers you some sort of insurance in the eventuality of anything happening to you.
Okay. So I did see a question earlier. Would we be able to get a loan or some kind of plan if you're just starting out? Like if you needed just money to get started, could we get a loan for something like that?
You see, this is the strength on the PC Bank, because we do an assessment on a case by case basis.
Okay.
So it's not going to. It's the general rule the general rule doesn't apply to say, okay, all right, no, we don't lend for upstart business, or yes, we do lend for upstart business. It depends on the scope of the business and crunching the numbers, if it makes economic sense to us to lend to such a business, the risk profile and stuff like that. So it is not a hard and fast, no, we don't lend for a startup business, or yes, we do. It's based on the strength of the proposal and the level of risk that is involved in setting up that new business.
So you said the strength of the proposal. Does that mean we have to bring in like a business plan, or we can just come in and tell you what our goals are?
A business plan for agriculture based, a business plan. And I don't want it to overwhelm farmers that, business plan is something onerous. No, it is not. You see, the business plan serves two general purposes, which, as persons looking to grow your business from a small business to, and I am almost certain everybody wants to grow into bigger businesses. A business plan is a roadmap as to how you move from a small business to a bigger business, So it will more or less outline your finances, outlining the next step after you finish one project and what will happen. You need that to take to an investor to say, okay, this is why I want you to lend me this money or invest this money in your business, because this is what I have in mind. I will start with 1,000 chickens, and then after I finish with 1,000 chickens, I will go up to 1,500 based on this, and I have the demand for it based on what is happening, something like that. So if you're able to look at that now, the investor can say, okay, I can comfortably lend to this person or invest in this business because there's some direction. As well as it gives the business an opportunity now to look at where you are in terms of your plan. Plans can change. So you can look at your plan and say, okay, this is what I want to do. But based on what is happening, you might have to change your plan. But if you don't have it documented and you don't have an idea of where you make adjustments for any eventualities that might happen later on. So having a business plan, I would advise personally, would be a good thing to do, so you can have direction from your personal perspective, as well as something to show an investor or a banker that you are serious about your business and this is what you want your business to do. Now, in terms of putting together the business plan, yes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Dr. Young, is reading my mind, because my next question is, what about the people that need help putting a business plan together?
Okay. All right. For business plans, as it relates to agriculture, RADA is more than able and willing to assist you. Okay. As a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, RADA has assisted. We have farmers group where we have seen RADA has assisted them to put together the business plan, and the strength of the business plan, more or less, because we have worked so close with RADA, when RADA recommends a project and say, okay, this is this business plan, and we did it, they rubber stamp it. Oftentimes we just go straight into it based on what RADA has assessed and RADA has told, because they're the experts in that area. So if you get a business plan from an agricultural standpoint through RADA, and they will show you all the pitfalls and all these things that you should be aware of and all the things you should put in place. We have confidence in them that it was a well thought out plan. So therefore, that would be a plus for you if you're able to get something from RADA.
Yeah. So that really goes right back to the beginning when you suggested that we should all be registered with RADA anyway. So they can go in and help us with that. I can't see the other notes here on the RADA comment. We'll get back to those RADA comments. But there is another question on Facebook Live that says, do you guys require collateral from your borrowers?
Yes, we do. We require collateral from borrowers. We don't have an unsecured facility for agricultural loans right now. Okay. 2 reasons. The riskiness of agriculture, and I'm telling you, we know the risk level in agriculture. Because we're a member-based organization, we don't want to expose our members' funds to levels where we're not able to collect, if something goes wrong. Because we have seen cases where everything will be going nice and good with your farm, and tomorrow when you go to reap, it's an empty field because somebody reaped it the night before you came in there. And I've seen cases where we have lent people millions of dollars to purchase goats, and somebody just back up a truck and pack them up and gone with it. You understand? So we do offer collateral. We do ask for collateral to protect the bank's interest. Okay. Right. You understand? But the good thing about collateral, we are able to mix the collateral. So you are able to use a variety of things for collateral. So you might have the loan might be partially secured by cash, as well as you might have a motor vehicle you can use to secure it, as well as you might have property you can use to secure it also. Okay, well that's good to know. So you can mix it up and get things going there. All right. So I think you already did this, but we had a couple of people just joining in, so it's definitely worth doing again. Can you walk us through the steps? So when we walk through the national PC door and we said we want to become a member, walk us through the steps of everything that needs to happen so we can become a member and get these fabulous benefits. Okay, all right. So to become a member, it is quite simple. You just need a government issue ID, your TRN number, proof of address, and your share contribution, which is $3,500 per member. That's all you would need.
That's it.
Quite simple, quite
no
easy.
References, no blood type,
Well,
no what's your mother's maiden name, none of that.
Well, the references that would be an interview. We won't ask you to bring a letter from your grandmother's mother or something to that effect. We wouldn't bring you through anything like that. When you go into the process, they ask you for references. One of the issues we have though, which we have solved the problem by using an address verification form, is that we find out that a lot of our members don't have bills that come in their name to use as proof of address. So there is a document we have called an address verification form. We just ask you to just get just it off the piece, just to sign and stamp it to verify that you live at this address that you're contracting at, and you use that. As easy as that.
Okay, that makes life a little bit easier, because to start a bank account in Jamaica is a lot of work. I'm telling you now.
It's getting easier. It's getting easier. I've seen a couple of articles where they're making the process as easy, which the PC Bank has been doing for a long time. So everybody is catching the bug. You know, it's getting contagious like COVID. So it's becoming easier for persons to open an account now. But we have been championing that cause from a long time.
That's good, because man, it's like, what? You need what? Okay, so yes, I'm happy to hear that the PC Bank is doing, making it a lot easier for us. So what about a personal account versus a business account? Is it, do you recommend both?
The process I've just explained, it deals with the personal account. The business account is not really different. But if you're a registered business and you open an account, you know you're going to, if there's a partnership and you have other persons who do administrative work there that has to sign on the account or anything like that, all those persons just would come in with your business registration. So you'd bring your business registration in, and the process is the same thing. Just bring the business registration, IDTR of the members, the signing members on the accounts, and the proof of address of the business and of the signee, which you could cover both with the address form, and you go on from there. So what is happening now? Each business partner has to become a member. So what will happen if you are a member? You would have to pay. If there's two of you applying for the business, so each one of you would have to pay shares, because the shares is for. Right. So you have to be a member to apply for it. Right.
Okay. So would the two people have to do it, or could one person do it for the business as long as the one person is doing everything?
Well, let's say if one person does it for the business, the transactions that are the banking transactions would be limited to that person being the signee on the account. So if there are business transactions that should be done, like you want to withdraw or anything like that, applying for a loan or anything like that, it would have to be the person who has initiated the transaction to ensure that this person, we have a signature can match against our records that this is the person that signs on the account.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So financial versus technical. Explain the variations between what's considered financial. I'm sure those are the bank accounts and loans, that kind of stuff. What falls under technical?
All right. Technical would be like providing support for your business plan. That would be technical. So for example, the technical support that would be offered through the PC Bank in conjunction with RADA is, let's just say you have a crop in mind, tomatoes, for example, and you decided, okay, I don't know anything about tomatoes, and I'm going to plant tomatoes right here, and I'm going to plant, I have 25 acres, so I'm going to plant 25 acres of tomato. So where the PC Bank and the RADA comes into play as it relates to technical support is that, they can guide you to say, well, that this place is not ideal for tomato production, as well as if you're going to come into this market, you don't need to plant 25 acres, you only need to plant 15. And then, From technical and financial now, from the PC Bank's perspective, this is where we'd offer you some technical support as it relates to your financials to say, okay, all right, if you're looking to earn $100,000 per week, maybe you wouldn't be able to earn $100,000 per week based on, your income, expected income, your expenditure and stuff like that. Now, rather, I would offer the other technical support to let you know that, okay, if you're going to plant 25 acres, you would need 35 bags of fertilizer, plus you would need drip hose and you need stuff like that. So that is the technical part of it, actually getting the inputs for the project to go off the ground. So financial and technical work hand in hand. From the bank's perspective is to look at it to see if it makes economic sense to you and the bank. And the technical support we rather would offer to see if it would make practical sense for you to go a particular direction as it your farming practice.
Okay. Now, you keep saying crops. I'm kind of worried because I have mostly animals.
No, I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry. It is not limited to crops. It's not limited. We do livestock. We do everything.
Animals, you keep saying crops.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, man. It's not limited to crops alone. We do livestock.
Okay. So if I wanted to get, say, a loan to expand my goat house, I could get that from you guys?
Yeah, man, you can.
Okay. All right.
As a matter of fact, I would encourage you to call me Monday and see if I can get you to expand your.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We are in the business of lending, so and I'm marketing and promotion, so I'm selling the company right now, and I'm going to give my number out. My number is, and you can call me for any question. Anybody here wants to ask anything, want to be directed, I can direct you. My number is, well, you have to put on 8, and I'm in Jamaica. It's 817-4685. And call me and let us initiate a conversation where we're able to best direct you, because that is the strength of the PC Bank. When we have these conversations and understand exactly what you want, we can direct you as to how best we can support you. Because we have person, not because we're in the business of lending and the business of agriculture where we will want to sell you a loan right away. There are projects that we look at and we see it doesn't make economic sense for members, and you don't want to put them behind the 8 ball or start them out. And you can advise them, well, I don't think, you have advised, well, I don't think it'd be practical for you to take a loan to do this at this time. Understand? Maybe you should start at a smaller scale and then let us see what, so those are the conversations that we have with our members. We don't want to just throw a loan down your throat and then you worry about paying it back, because you have to pay us back, So we initiate a more, as we say, we're a community-based organization, so we look for the welfare. Our motto is we're committed to the growth and development of our members, and our members are like families, so we ensure that we try to direct them as best as possible. Not always looking at the dollar at the end of the day, but looking for the growth of the customer, and if they're members and they grow, we will also grow.
Yes, and that's actually a perfect breaking point, because we have about a minute left for this session. So we're going to pause. I'm going to end the session. We're going to come right back in and continue the session. Okay, so everybody come right back, and I'm going to end this right now so it doesn't cut off on us. So I'll be right back in a couple seconds, guys. All right, come back and join me.